it's Julie back with another book recommendation video, and today I'm going to be recommending some beach reads. The beach. Remember the beach? The beach was fun. And while we may not get to the beach anytime soon, that doesn't mean we can't enjoy some beach reads. And for me, beach reads are books that are a little lighter, a little less heavy, less serious, something that maybe you don't have to put 100% of your concentration in, maybe only 80%, and the other 20% can be concentrating on the salty air and the sunshine and all of that stuff. So if they were on a restaurant menu, remember restaurants? If they were on a restaurant menu, they would be under lighter fare, that section. So the first book, I have my notes. If you see me looking off to the side, that's why. The first book I'm going to recommend is called The Arrangement by Sarah Dunn. And it's about a couple, Lucy and Owen, and they move to the suburbs from New York City. And one night they're at a boozy barbecue with friends, and a couple confides in them that they have an open relationship. They're allowed to see other people. And they decide to try it for 6 months, and they come up with The Arrangement. And they have very strict ground rules, and they're only going to do it for 6 months. And, it's very silly. It's very comical. There was a scene in this book that I laughed out loud, and that doesn't happen very often. But it also had a serious side to it. It's a little more serious. It wasn't just, a bawdy comedy. There was a serious side to it as well. So I really recommend that one. And the next book I'm going to recommend is called Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. This is just a modern love story. The characters are very young. They're in their 20s. I am not, but I still enjoyed this book. It's what my grandmother would have called racy. It's very racy. They're basically two best friends, and they decide to try and set each other up. So they go on a series of double dates, and maybe you can guess what happens at the end, maybe not, but I did really enjoy that book a lot. So the next thing I'm going to recommend is actually an author, and her name is Elinor Lippman, and I have never understood why Elinor Lippman is not way more famous than she is. Her books are fantastic. She is so witty and clever, and her writing is just so easy to read. She tells a great story. The first book I ever read by her was called Isabelles Bed, and it's about a woman in her 40s who is trying to be a writer, and she's just having trouble getting published, and she's just really down on her luck. And she gets hired by a woman, Isabel, to come to Cape Cod and help her write her memoir. And Isabel conducts all her business, whether it's dealing with the electrician or the plumber, from her bed. She just does all her business from her big bed. She's very over-the-top character, larger than life. And this book is great. I mean, she's written other books. She has The Inn at Lake Divine, and she has On Turpentine Lane. And another favorite of mine is called The View from Penthouse B, which is in Libby only in audio book form, but I feel like that would be a fabulous book to listen to because it just would be hilarious. So that's Isabelles Bed and Elinor Lippman. Okay, next, no discussion about beach reads would be complete without Elin Hilderbrand. She really is the queen of beach reads. She's written many, many, many books, summer books and winter books, but obviously I'm going to talk about the summer books. She just writes she tells a really great story, and her books never disappoint. There was a really popular one about 2 summers ago called The Perfect Couple, and it was about a wedding that took place in Nantucket. And a few hours before the wedding, a body was found floating in Nantucket Harbor. And so everybody in the wedding party was a suspect. And really, really fun, good book. I mean, not fun. I mean, someone died, so that was sad. But I mean, it was a really compelling, good book. Not all beach reads need to be set on the beach. And, you can read mysteries, you can read anything you want, but I'm saying just a beach read doesn't have to be about the beach. But one of the a newish author that I found. Her name is Alafair Burke, and the book that I read by her is called The Ex. There's also been really good reviews about a book she wrote called The Wife. The Ex is about Olivia. She's like a tough New York City attorney, and she gets called to defend Jack against a crime. I won't say what he's accused of, but she gets called to defend him. It turns out he is the ex. He's her ex from 20 years prior. They had a pretty rough breakup, but she's convinced that he's innocent, and so she decides to get involved. She's like a flawed main character, but really, really good book, good storytelling, good tough woman main character that I liked. And so that's all I have for beach reads. I hope that everyone is staying sane and healthy, and getting a lot of reading done. All of the books, as always, are available on Libby in either book form, for your devices, or for audiobook, or both sometimes. And also, if you look below this video, there's a comment section. If you have any ideas for other types of books you'd like to see us review, you can write it there. And we hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.